I just bought something so cool. Like gorgeous flowers, straight from the farm. Let me show you. And I just realised I locked the keys in the house. Damn it. I've got the keys in the car, but I need the keys for the shed. So what's going on? I got an order yesterday and the guy wants me to deliver it at 8 AM. And first I was like, oh, that's way too early to knock on anyone's door. But I think it's his girlfriend. So I rang him back and I said, look, if you're sure she's not going to care, I'll do it. And then I decided, why don't I checked on Google Maps that I can actually access her front door. I said to him, I'll just leave them on the front door. I'll message you when they're there. And then he can just call her and tell her. So fingers crossed that all works out. Hopefully she doesn't have like a Ring camera at the door or a big dog. But these are the flowers. And he's got her some chocolates. But look how pretty they are. I'm just going to take a photo of them. Okay. That looks so cute. Dark, but I think it looks pretty nice. I'm really excited. So we'll grow creeping vines up them. A couple will probably put cucumbers on, but yeah, it just adds a bit of height. Now I want to do some massive big archways to have them here and one up there. Really need to get this fence done, don't we? It's such a big job. When we've got big jobs like this, we kind of put it off for so long, kind of just worried about doing it. Same with the hothouse up the back. We had to put it on hold, the cocoon tunnel that I measured out, because spring hit early and we had to get everything in the ground. Convinced my daughter to come picking with me because I have an ulterior motive. I'm going to teach her how to pick flowers so I don't have to do it. Hello. Looks cute out here, doesn't it? Okay, this is how you gotta do it, bud. So you want them like that. And you go right down the bottom here, look. Can you see that? Yes. Nip. And then that's what you do. But you want to follow the stem down and make sure you don't cut any other stems because they get really close together down the bottom. All right, off you go. Are you happy? Good morning. The trees are getting their leaves back and it's so exciting. It's looking really pretty. Everything looks so pretty. bit of a funny story for you. I got a trailer, I got the trailer put into my name. It wasn't in my name, that trailer that's been sitting around. And the rego in Victoria came up, well, I paid for the rego, and then it came up with this alert that I hadn't completed the transfer. And so just looking at the page, it said I need to go and get a roadworthy and pay a transfer fee. And I'm like, get a roadworthy on a trailer? I've never heard of that. But anyway, we ring our mechanic and we're like, we just need to book in a roadworthy. He goes, oh, okay, so what's the vehicle? And we're like, well, it's just a box trailer. And he just goes silent for a bit. And then he goes, you know you don't need a roadworthy for a box trailer? And I'm just like, well, Vic Roads says we do need one. And they're telling us that on the website. And he's like, nah, you need to ring Vic Roads and tell them you don't need a... He goes, we don't even do it. He goes, I don't know anybody who would do a roadworthy on a trailer. He goes, you don't need it for caravans, you don't need it for anything like that. And I'm like, okay. So then I get back onto Vic Roads, ring them up. And the guy's like, just click through. I literally press a button, click to the next page, and it says, you do not need a roadworthy for this vehicle. And then it's like a $6 transfer fee. So anyway, now our mechanic thinks we're maniacs. But in other news, I'm going to make some flowers. And we haven't had to buy flowers this week. Well, it's not all good news. It's for two reasons. Number one, we actually do have some flowers. And number two, it's the second week of the school holidays and it is usually dead quiet. We're not expecting to sell a lot this week. So I thought, okay, well, let's just make do with what we've got. But I will show you what we've got. Hello.
Hi.
Let's see. How's it going?
Good.
It looks good.
And look at the inside.
Wow.
And I'm making the piano for this one.
How cute. Okay, so the flowers. We've still got some waratahs. Thryptomene. Are these asters? Now I forgot. Asters, glads. I did have a bunch of white glads, but I've kept them for inside. The Renux, a couple of lilies. They were actually from last week. And the dispute buds from last week. They're all fine. I've got all these glads to plant too. Oh, I kind of forgot about them. What foliage? I think I'll get a little bit. Just got this for now. Anyway, let's go do this. one last little job to get done this week, and that is putting the glads in. Except I'm not putting them out in the field this time. I'm going to put them in this garden, because then in early spring, well, late winter, we get the daffodils, and then we get the, irises pop up, and I'll put some more of those in as well. And then as the irises are heading out, we'll get the glads. Slowly over time, I'm hoping to turn this garden into something really pretty. So what we've got is, we've got yellow glads. A friend gave me these. She pulled them all out of her garden. She didn't want them anymore. Can you believe that? These are crimson ones, I think. There's not too many of those. What colour? Yep, crimson. They look nice. And then I've got my mixed glads that we had out in the flower field last season. And there's some little baby ones in there as well. So pop them in. And I've got another box, a really big one. These are reds. I'm not typically a huge red flower fan. Got an hour to get this done. I've got a Zoom call for Patreon this morning at 10 with Faith. Hello, Faith. So I'm looking forward to that. So if you want to be a part of those, head to my Patreon. It's still called Noble Flowers, but I'll put the link in the video description. So if I do change its name over, you can just click the link and you'll head straight there. Finished the Zoom call with Faith on Patreon. So if you do join Patreon, all of the previous group Zoom calls, there's a link in Patreon for each one, and then you can click that link. It'll take you over to a private YouTube video. Anyway, now I've finished the glads, so I've got a nice little drift of them through here. These are the multicolored ones, and a couple more, well, not a couple, another little section here of multicolored ones. The yellow ones are in this patch, and then the crimson ones are up the back there. This is the other garden. This is the one that I've started up, the perennial one, but it's getting smashed by the wallabies, which is really annoying me. But I did put some glads in there, a little bit in the front, and then I had some little baby ones. I just threw them in the ground there, see what happens. But this is on that timer that Rainpoint sent me, which is really good, because when you walk past this garden bed, realise it's a bit dry, you just press the button and it'll leave it on until that sensor basically says there's enough moisture, and it turns itself off automatically. Because I have in the past left systems on and drained the tank because I walked off and forgot it. Excellent, thank you so much. That one's done.